Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's The American Dream. Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
Helping folks just like you find your dream home.
It just never disappoints.
Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts. The opportunity to achieve our biggest goals and aspirations.
Here's the American Dream.
Welcome to American Dream TV. I'm your host, Steve Silbar, and we're in Spokane, Washington. The Inland Northwest is a great time, all 4 seasons, but especially winter, as there's lots of snow and activities around, but also a very special thing called Christmas Tree Elegance. Today we're at the Davenport Hotel in downtown Spokane, which is the center of Christmas Tree Elegance. It's a very beautiful hotel, and I want to take you here and show this wonderful event. So come on in, take a look. We're thrilled to have Lori LaFrance, who's with the Spokane Symphony Associates and the chair of the event here today. So tell me, how did this all get started?
Well, 41 years ago, one of the members of the Spokane Symphony Associates came up with the idea. Judy Putman was her name, and they started with 6 trees. We have this year 16 trees. Some years we've had up to 18 trees.
And I saw that one year they made over $400,000. How much do you typically anticipate to fundraise from this event?
The most we've made, I think, was like $437,000 plus.
Great amount of fundraising right there.
This is our top event.
Yeah.
We have other events that we do throughout the year, and we always fundraise and give it to the Spokane Symphony Orchestra.
Can you explain how do the trees work? Because I've been looking around and I see that there's some gifts on trees.
Yes.
And some trees have a value of over $4,500. So can you explain?
We start in January. We have tree teams. And so they come up with, their theme, their colors, and purchase ornaments and trees and procure items from businesses, the community, corporations, and they put together a prize package. Every tree has at least $500 on it.
So of the trees that we have here in the Davenport, do you have a favorite tree?
Well, all of them are just exquisite. There are some very artistic trees, and then we have the cash tree, which is the #1 tree, which has $4,500 cash on it.
Lori, this is the famous cash tree. Can you kind of explain to the viewers what's going on with this tree?
Well, this tree is done every year by Jeanette Brenner and her team. And Jeanette is a hairdresser, and her clients contribute the money for the cash prize of $4,500 for her tree every year.
That's wonderful that people in the community are contributing too, so it's not just businesses, it's locals too.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, Lori, thank you so much for joining us today. Love being here and learning more about Christmas Tree Elegance. But we're going to go over to River Park Square where there's more trees. Go take a look over there. So now we've arrived at River Park Square, which is a beautiful mall downtown Spokane, and this is the second location for Christmas Tree Elegance. Let's go take a look at the trees here. And I got a big surprise. We finally found him. Santa. So that wraps up this episode of American Dream TV. I'm your host, Steve Silbar. Come to Spokane, check out Christmas Tree Elegance, and as always, be good, and if you can't, be great. Until next time.
Hi, Brenda Burke, your host today for American Dream TV. We're in the heart of downtown Coeur d'Alene, right on Sherman. And in about an hour, we light up all the lights in downtown. We'll line the trees, and then we're gonna do something special. We're gonna go out on a little cruise to see Santa and Mrs. Santa. You're gonna enjoy it, but first, let's see a little bit of the downtown and go have a cup of coffee. So we're here in one of my very favorite coffee shops here with Danelle, the owner. Tell me a little bit about how you got started.
Oh gosh. Well, we've been here 9 years. It'll be 10 in September. And I've always loved coffee and bakeries. And this was an opportunity we couldn't resist, right in the center of everything in Coeur d'Alene, downtown. So we just jumped at the chance.
How did you get the name Vault? I think it has something to do with the guy who originally owned it.
Yes, we have the opportunity to be in a building that was built in 1904. So there's a very rich history.
Yeah.
And we've kind of played off of that.
I think you've done a great job with
Oh,
that.
thank you.
Absolutely. And the people just love it. It's a very warm, inviting vibe. And I see you have a lot of pastries. Tell me a little bit about your items that you have.
Gosh, well, we have a little bit of everything. I think we're open 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So we do coffee and a lot of breakfast items, some pastries. We just kind of roll with the seasons and what people are looking for. And we do appeal to a really broad demographic.
Cold brew is really, really popular right now. And I understand you have your own.
We do make our own. We use a local roaster, Doma from Post Falls, and it is wildly popular, cold brew. We do have a signature drink called the Liquid Asset, where it's with a little bit of shaken sweet cream. And that again is a play off of the history of the vault and the whole money thing. Christmas is my favorite time here because it's like a Hallmark movie.
It is.
I mean, Coeur d'Alene is like walking into a Hallmark movie with the decor and the lights and all the events. So
I agree. Well, wonderful. It's great to meet you. Now let's have a cup of coffee.
Sounds good. Thank you.
This is the 35th year for Coeur d'Alene and the Holiday Light Show. It's been voted the best in America by several magazines, and you will find yourself just mesmerized by all of the lights, the fireworks. There's even a cruise. They call it the Journey to the North Pole. And when you go out on a cruise boat, you'll feel like you're going to the North Pole. Once you're there, you get to see Santa's workshop. Santa actually calls your name, your person, and you will absolutely love it. It is really second to none, and it's the holiday spirit at the best. Come and see us in Coeur d'Alene. What a place to be for the holidays. Thank you for joining us on today's American Dream TV. We'll see you next time.
Today I'm excited to showcase the largest theme and water park in the Northwest, Silverwood Theme Park. This destination park has been featured on the Travel Channel and has won multiple awards. Now this is the American Dream. Let's go inside and meet the owner. Hi Hi, Gary. Nice to meet you, and it's a pleasure, and I thank you for your time.
Oh, I'm glad to be here.
So we're sitting here on over 400 acres of fun. How did that start?
The inspiration to build a theme park basically came because as I was a software engineer many years ago in the early 70s in Los Angeles, in order to escape the smog and the traffic and hustle and bustle, I'd go out and buy a ticket to Disneyland, not to ride attractions, but one of my hobbies has always been taking apart businesses. Why do they work? Why do they make you feel the way they do? And I would sit there and just admire the thought process and design that went into that place to make me feel how I felt and all the elements that it took to do that. So when the opportunity came here in Idaho to had some money and looking for something to do, I bought this property because it had an airport on it. I was into airplanes at the time, and in collecting airplanes, I wound up collecting an old antique steam train at an auction and had to do something with it. So I said, well, I'll run it around the property and I'll build a little town. And if you look at the structures and that you see here, the original structures look a little bit like downtown Disneyland. So a lot of those original concepts came from my trying to escape someplace like a happy place. I started adding more rides and to the park to get the guests to stay a longer time, have more to do. And one thing led to another, and I learned a lot of lessons along the way and just kept expanding until it became profitable.
And so where are we today in regards to attractions?
We've got approximately 70 attractions and shows in the park, from what we call the dry park, which is the roller coasters and the traditional theme park, to a water park. We, unlike most parks of the country, decided to combine it in one. You pay one ticket price, you can go in the water park when it's hot in the day, go ride rides later in the night or whatever you want to do. So it's just a one price, do everything park.
I know there's a new expansion that's going to happen here in the near future. I've been getting a lot of little sneak peeks. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, we needed to expand in the water park. We had a problem with just being too successful. We can't keep up with food and beverage in the summer. We get 5,000 to 6,000 people down there and they all want to eat at the same time, and it's been a problem. So I decided to expand and double our food production with a large area and complex. And with it, I said, let's put in a new attraction. So we're putting in one of the largest, what they call water coasters in the country. And we're opening it all at the same time next season.
Our next special guest here at Silverwood is the visionary and creator of a lot of these roller coasters and also Boulder Beach, Fred Grubb.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Fred. I appreciate you taking the time.
No worries, no worries.
So we're out here at Silverwood, and I'm just admiring the coasters that you put together here.
Yeah.
So what really sparked the interest of putting these coasters together?
Well, I think it was the challenge in building something totally unique, because there's not too many people that build these types of things.
Well, during that time period of building these, I'm sure you came across some challenges. What were some of the challenges you came across?
There's a terrible amount of challenges with all the mechanical, everything that is involved within a coaster. It all has to work, and it all has to work right.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, Fred, I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing your next creation.
Thank you.
After talking to these two legends, it reminds me, with a little hard work and dedication, a simple concept can turn into living your American dream. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Hi everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of the American Dream TV. Today we're diving into the heart of Coeur d'Alene, into one of my personal favorite neighborhoods, the highly sought after Coeur d'Alene Place. I'm your host, Amanda Johnson. Let's go figure out why this neighborhood embodies the American dream. One of my favorite things about living in Coeur d'Alene Place is the bikeability and the walkability. Not only can I come over here and get a pizza and a cup of coffee, which I am gonna do, but it's all within a 1 mile radius of my home, which is truly fantastic. Coeur d'Alene Place is one of the only neighborhoods in Coeur d'Alene that actually has the retail that close by for you to have those conveniences. Union Coffee is one of my personal favorite spots just around the corner from my home. We're gonna pop in and I'm gonna get a quick cup of coffee and then we're gonna go to the park. All right, we've made it to Bluegrass Park. This is by far my favorite place in Coeur d'Alene Place, not to sound ironic there, but here it's an 11-acre park that consists of a playground, multiple swings. There is a water pad, which is super lively during the summer when it's not snowing on us, of course. And then there is basketball hoops. There's a disc ball course. It truly has something for everybody in this section. My favorite thing is actually running around this park. Typically, I'll leave my house and come down here and I can easily run about 4 laps around this to get my mile in and then go back home. So it truly is a wonderful place. During the summer, we do barbecues over here. The neighborhood actually puts on a big HOA thing where there's big blow-up slides. It gets pretty lively. But the coolest thing too about this area is we're actually right in the center of all 3 main schools. Right in that direction over there, you've got the middle school, not even a mile. When you go back that section, Skyway Elementary, again, about a mile. And you can actually curve around here and go to the backside of Lake City High School. So this truly ends up serving as a hub for our neighborhood and our community, and a great place for our kids to come where they can be safe and be with their friends. Let's go take a tour and check it out. Coeur d'Alene Place is a truly unique neighborhood. It's been developing for multiple decades at this point, and it's truly generational. It's not uncommon to find families who buy their starter home here and then from there move 2 or 3 times and choose to actually stay in this neighborhood. The community ties and memories last a lifetime in Coeur d'Alene Place. From the block parties and the barbecues, families truly grow up here with their kids and often even retire here. We've heard so much about the neighborhood today. Let's go actually take a look at one of these fabulous houses. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, one of the most important things is home and how you feel in your home. And here in North Idaho, we spend a lot of time inside during winter. So it's incredibly important that you're cozy and you like your environment that you're actually in. One of my favorite things about this particular home is this giant quartzite island. Not only is this absolutely stunning and beautiful, but it's truly the heart of this home and where you can gather with your family. You've also got some beautiful high-end appliances, a truly open concept home, and a cozy fireplace. Imagine yourself nestled up in a blanket, getting ready for Santa Claus in this cozy space right here. Thank you for joining me on this episode of The American Dream. I hope you enjoyed getting to know Coeur d'Alene Place and taking a tour around this great community. If you're looking for a strong community with togetherness and modern homes, this might just be the perfect match. We'll see you next time on The American Dream.
I'm Carrie Sutton.
And I'm Courtney Lampert.
With American Dream TV. Today we are in Post Falls, Idaho at the Frontier Ice Arena.
North Idaho is not known for having a lot of professional sports, but you still have the opportunity to join a lot of different clubs like here at Frontier Ice Arena.
When we're done here today, we are going to head over to Gathered Restaurant in Post Falls off of Spokane Street, where we get to interview the owners as well as taste some pretty incredible food.
Let's go interview Mo and Dan first and check out this winter wonderland. good to see you.
Hello.
Good to see you guys too. Today we are here with Mo Herr, ice skating director for the Spokane Figure Skating. Mo, tell us how you got started in ice skating.
I got started in Lake Placid, New York when I was about 2 years old. So I have been involved in skating for 40 some odd years. Wow. It has been a passion and a lifeblood of mine forever. I'm the skating director for the Spokane Figure Skating Club, and we were founded in Spokane in 1932, and we found our home here at Frontier Arena in 2012 after they rebuilt the facility. Our heartbeat of our program is Lake City Figure Skating, which is our Learn to Skate program. And we host skaters from about age 2 up through about age 85. If it's a first-time skater, they would join our Learn to Skate program. If they're a more established skater, or as they come through our Learn to Skate program, we have our Aspire program, which is like a bridge program into our figure skating program. Then we also have a Theater on Ice program.
Oh my gosh, how cool. Thank you so much for allowing us to interview you today and talk to us about Frontier Ice Arena and the clubs that you have. Let's go check it out.
Awesome, I'm excited.
Yeah.
We're with Vince, who is in charge of the nonprofit organization. Vince, tell us a little bit about Frontier, when it got established, and what your guys' plans are.
Yeah, so the Kootenai Youth Recreation Organization is our nonprofit, and we got started in the year 2000. We started an old facility and improved that, and then in 2008 the building collapsed.
Wow.
Same time that the economy did. So to rebuild this facility took us a while. We got an insurance settlement and did fundraising, and this opened in 2012. We anticipate, $5 or $6 million project, and we're close to halfway on the fundraising, so we've got a ways to go.
This will be a great expansion. It'll bring more of those sports to our area and the more clubs to be able to have here as well.
Yes.
And so with the fundraising that might be able to be happening this next year, we can keep everybody informed as the time goes on, and we really appreciate your time here today, and thank you for allowing us to come and be with you.
You bet. Thank you very much.
Here at Gathered, a family traditional restaurant over in Post Falls, Idaho.
So tell us a little bit about Gathered and when it opened and when the whiskey bar got to be a part of it as well.
Sure. So Gathered was opened July 2021. Our whiskey bar had a soft opening about, I want to say, a year and a half, 2 years later. This year, we've been here for, I want to say, 6 months, and it's been going well ever since.
I think that's incredible. And then the food that you guys serve over at Gathered, tell us a little bit about that.
So we're traditional American burgers, fries, sandwiches.
And you guys are year-round, so you have the wonderful Christmas time, and then you guys can open those doors and have outside activities as well, right?
Yep. So we'll open the patio, live music. We got a couple games in the back. We do all sorts of stuff here.
We are so thrilled to have been here, Jaden. Thank you so much. We're going to cheers with our whiskey to this wonderful new whiskey bar. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for joining us in Post Falls, Idaho, where we went over to Frontier Ice Arena and interviewed Mo and Vince.
As well as we got to be at Gathered Restaurant and Whiskey Bar with Stacy and Jaden and the crew.
If you ever have a chance to head over to Post Falls, check out Frontier Ice Arena and head over and grab a bite at Gathered.
I'm Carrie Sutton.
And I'm Courtney Lampert.
With American Dream TV.
Signing out.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American dream.